Hobbies are a critical part of life. They teach you passion, creativity, and how to work for the things that you love. For a big part of my life, basketball was my lifelong hobby. It was what I loved to do and what I was passionate about. I spent hours in the gym working and practicing to get the best I could be. However, 3 years ago, I contracted chronic active Epstein-Barr virus, and my hopes and dreams of basketball were gone. I wasn't cleared to play, and even if I wanted to, I would pass out from fatigue. There was just no way it was possible. Everything I had dreamed about and worked towards was suddenly gone, and there was nothing I could do about it. What was I without my lifelong hobby? That was a question I had to figure out for myself. I also had to venture into other hobbies and figure out what I liked and what I didn't like. This was new for me, and there was a lot of trial and error finding out what I was naturally good at and what needed some practice. One thing I tried was skating, and well, that didn't end so well for me. I had been playing piano for 7 years, and that was a hobby I could fall back on that I was good at. I tried crocheting, but I couldn't really make anything other than an uneven, messy rag. I tried sketching, and I ended up being not so bad at that either. Through trying all these different hobbies, I learned one common lesson that they all showed me. Finding something you're passionate about, sticking with it, growing through it, and learning from it is a valuable lesson that you can get from any hobby, no matter what you choose to do. Unexpected circumstances happen, and like in my case, you lose your lifelong hobby when you weren't expecting it. As we grow and change, so can our hobbies. So it's okay if you don't have a lifelong hobby, but it is important to keep up with some hobbies. This can be hard when you're in college and working. I personally plan to live on campus at ASU, and so it might feel like my whole life is just school. Everywhere I turn is another classroom. This is why it's important to separate your school life and your own personal life, finding those things you're passionate about and working towards them and sticking with them. If I ever find it's hard to make time for my hobby in my life daily, then I realize maybe it's not the thing for me. Maybe I'm not super passionate about it. Maybe it's not something I want to continue and explore. And that's okay. If you start something new, just make sure it's something that you love and want to be doing. Like the hobbies I showed you, skating, art, piano, crocheting, even though I'm not good at all of them, I still have fun doing them. And it's something that I make time for in my daily life. As school gets busier, something that helps me is making sure I get my work done on time and having set aside school time and set aside play or fun time. It gives me that chance to explore my hobbies and explore the side of me that's not all school, because you're not all school, there's other parts of you that you should be able to explore. Over the course of my life, as my hobbies have ebbed and flowed, I've learned that hobbies can change with you, and that's okay. And sometimes unexpected things happen and you lose your favorite hobby, but you can just pick another one right back up. There's hobbies everywhere, and there's so many to choose from.